All right, guys, got some more boxing news. Some good news too. Sergey Kovalev is going to have his unification bout with Anthony Yarde. It's going to take place next week on ESPN Plus. It's going to be staged in Kovalev's hometown in Russia, Chelyabinsk, Russia. Um, Interesting fight, you know. You got the accomplished veteran versus the young buck trying to prove that he's about it. That he's about that championship life. Huge step up. Um, kind of like what I was saying earlier. In past videos about Lopez and Lomachenko. Kind of the same feeling with Yard versus Kovalev. Um, and at least in Yard's favor, he has Kovalev's had what? He's 3-3 in his last 6 fights. So, Kovalev's definitely been through the ringer. 2 tough fights with Ward. Um, Actually, a competitive bout with Pascal. Obviously, tough fight with Alvarez in the first fight. Um, but the experience gap is huge. Kovalev, he fought cleverly in his backyard. He fought, B-Hop in his backyard. He fought Pascal twice in his backyard. He fought Ward twice. He fought Alvarez twice. Kovalev just, way better resume. Anthony Yarde has pretty much just been fighting domestic level journeymen for the most part. So it's a massive step up. I know Team Yarde has been happy with Andre Ward and what he said about Team Yarde and them kind of, rushing Yarde. I agree with Ward though. I think it is kind of it's a big jump, but Yarde, he can pull it off. He definitely has the power. He got good speed. Um, we just don't know if he's got a chin. We don't know, can he really box on that level, or if he's just more of an athletic puncher. You know what I mean? Like, we still don't know what Anthony Yarde really is yet. So that could be in his favor and to his disadvantage at the same time. So definitely intriguing matchup. But I think either way, he's gonna have to walk through fire to get to Kovalev. Obviously, there's a huge stigma that Kovalev can't take body shots. Um, kind of like Keith Thurman. He's weak to the body. I think Keith doesn't take body shots well. I think Kovalev with him it's just he doesn't know how to fight on the inside. So if you do go to the inside, then you can have massive success. But you're gonna have to walk through fire, like I said earlier, to get there. But it's a good fight. Yarde has a puncher's chance. He also has youth on his side. Most people believe that Kovalev's on a downhill, which to an extent he is. But you know, it, don't sleep on these veterans. You know what I mean? You saw what Pacquiao did to a young lion like Keith Thurman. Um, Jean Pascal beating Marcus Brown. That was a big upset. Nobody saw that coming. In fact, Pascal was retired for like a year. I think maybe 2017 he kind of had a little retirement and then came back. So it's boxing though. You never know. That's why experience matters. Youth and athleticism is great, but you got to know how to use it, and you also got to be able to adapt, especially when you face these wily veterans. So, good luck to Yard, good luck to his team. I got Kovalev probably winning by, I'll say mid to late stoppage, but because I don't know about Anthony Yard's chin. He might have a great chin, but I don't know. He hasn't fought anybody, so based off going off that, and Kovalev does have power at that level, and he can box, and he got experience. So we'll see what happens, but that's going to be tough. And then I guess on a side note, it seems like Canelo is pretty dead set on fighting Kovalev next. They said they pretty much got the deal done, according to Aegis Klimas, Kovalev's manager. Check out the boxing scene. That's where I got my info from. Or in terms of this particular issue with Canelo and Kovalev. Aegis says, Canelo's pretty dead set in fighting Kovalev next. Fight could easily happen as early as November, December. I'm probably depends on how tough the fight is with Yard. If he kind of breezes by him, then it could happen in November. But I'm thinking maybe December if it does turn out to be somewhat of a tough fight. Um, Probably the most active Kovalev would have been since probably when he was like when he first became champ. So that'd be interesting. But that actually could help Kovalev. I always believe in being active. So the more active you are, it keeps you sharp, keeps you closer to the gym, which means you stay in better shape, which does help the older fighter in that regard. Especially when he's facing a 28-year-old trying to move up and make his mark. So, um, like I said, be careful these dare to be great moves and try to navigate cherry picking, or I guess um, creative cherry picking is what seems to be happening in boxing a lot, especially the last 4 or 5 years. But I think everyone gets got eventually. So that's up to Canelo, but we'll see what happens. And he said it seems like he just wants to fight Kovalev. He don't even want to fight Yard if Yard beats Kovalev. Like, why not beat the guy who beat the guy he wanted to fight? You know what I mean? Like, or better yet, take care of your division. But that seems to be asking a lot. So, Canelo likes to make his own moves and do his own thing, which I respect to a degree. But you kind of throw the sport into kind of an odd spot when you kind of weight hop a lot. So, you just kind of congest these divisions. But we'll see what happens. Like I said, it could be a really good fight with Yard and Kovalev. Could be an upset, but I'm rocking with the veteran. Um, I'll probably do a prediction maybe Thursday or something like that. But we'll see with Kovalev, Yard, and then like I said, if Yard wins, then who is Canelo going to fight then? With Eddie Hearn signing Billy Joe Saunders, they're probably going to make Caleb Smith versus Billy Joe, I would assume, in the near future. Is Canelo going to fight David Benavidez if he beats Darrell? That could be a bad style for him. I know for a fact he's not going to fight Caleb Plant. That's a horrible style for Canelo, especially at a higher weight class. What else? I think he could fight Zerto at 175, but Zerto don't got a belt, so why take the risk? Better Biev could be a tough fight, but maybe not the greatest chin, but Better Biev can fight though, and he can crack. Dimitri Bevel's really good. Botzig's really good. So 175 got some players. Maybe, hey, if Kovalev loses instead of fighting Yard, he might try to fight Pascal. Don't be. I don't know. Maybe because I don't know. Who knows what Canelo would do? Like I said, he kind of just does his own thing. But we'll see what happens. Let me know what you guys think about Kovalev Yard. Let me know what you guys think about Canelo. Kind of dead set on fighting. Really just trying to fight Eastern Europeans, it sounds like. He just wants to fight more of those styles. Like I said, I think Kovalev could still beat Canelo, but it seems like Canelo's trying to be creative with his cherry picking. It's disguised by him moving up in weight. Oh, he's there to be great, but you're fighting a guy who's 3-3. In his last couple of fights, and if he dominates Yard, are you still gonna keep that same energy? So. We'll see what happens. Boxing's definitely goofy like that. But drop comments, like, subscribe, stay tuned, share the video. You guys take it easy.